I remember being a really stubborn kid. I mean really stubborn, and having a really good imagination.
When Timo was little, he was very kind and caring little boy, but he was very stubborn too, and he liked to have his own mind. Just decided that now I go to my friends and to play, and even I said that no, we can't do that, we have something else to do, or you have to do your homeworks or something like that. But when Timo decided something, it was that.
I was interested in all kinds of things like storytelling and stories in general, movies. I was interested in drawing, taking pictures, doing all kinds of stuff. Now, the first artistic hobby that I really had was drawing. I drawed a lot. I drawed from samples, I drawed by myself from imagination. When I was a teen, I actually went to this art school that was loaded with older people, and I was the youngest one there. I just wanted to learn more artistic stuff about shadows, about highlights, how to bring those out. I wanted to do a lot of artistic stuff.
First, I think it was is it good or not, because that class was just for adults. But Timo liked to be there, and he was 12 years old boy, and other people there were older people, older women and old men. But he didn't care about that, but he just liked to draw and do things there. Then I understood that Timo is kind of people who like to create something all the time.
Now, the artist in me stuck with me throughout my childhood, throughout my teens. It was always present. We found old VHS cameras. We tried to recreate movie scenes or scenes from a video game. And I guess I was 15 when I found my dad's old Nikon film camera, and I took some pictures with a friend, him playing piano, some shots from our childhood home, from flowers and stuff. Now, I sent that film, got those pictures. They were a little underexposed, but goddamn, they look good. And that's when I realized that this is what I want to do. This is who I'm gonna be. This is the artist in me. The artist in me is a photographer.
Timo liked to have own camera. He asked own camera many times, but I'm sorry now that we didn't understand with his father that it was so important for him. We didn't give him a camera. We had VHS video camera, and Timo did some films with his friends with that, and they were very nice, and it was funny to see how they work with them. I'm sorry that we didn't bought him our own camera that time.
But when I was 27 or 28, I bought my own camera. I had the money for it, and my little brother was getting married, and I wanted to take pictures there. I wanted to start the photography at something, and I thought that that is the best place to start it, and here I am, been doing photography ever since. Now, when you've taken photos throughout the years and you've done photography a lot, you realize that you're starting to make these pictures in your mind. You're seeing these scenes you've seen probably in magazines or people or objects or subjects, and you want to show people what you can make of those scenes and those subjects. And hence comes the bucket shot list. Till now, I haven't taken even one bucket shot. I watched Peter Mckinnons' bucket shot video like a year ago or 2 years ago, and I realized that I really need to take my bucket shot, first bucket shot. I need to take it, I need to print it, I need to put it on my wall. I have to do it at some point or I'm totally gonna regret it. So that's the reason why we headed to Iceland. Now when we got to Iceland, it was pretty gloomy. It was raining all the time. We just couldn't get pictures that we wanted. I couldn't get the pictures that I wanted. I was scared for my gear. We didn't have any rain hoods for them. I was falling into despair and thinking that, is there a chance that I can even get this bucket shot? Then one morning, half an hour before the alarm clock, I woke up to the sun blasting on my face. I looked out the window. I kicked my dad up and said that we gotta go now. We have to go now. There's no way I'm gonna lose this chance, and we have to go now. And we left. And we drove like crazy. And when we got to the parking lot, we just ran like crazy. My legs were hurting. We just wanted to get there in time. I was told that the walking distance to the subject is about an hour's walk. We got there in less than half an hour. But there was just one thing that bothered me, that I was scared of. It's about an hour's walk to the plane. I just hope we can get there before the tourist buses come rolling in. Luckily, when we got there, there wasn't a soul in sight. It was so beautiful. It was calm. It just, the overcast day with a perfect sunlight.
Woo! We made it! There it is! There it is! Such a perfect light, overcast, nobody here. Time to take some photos.
Pretty sick. No tourists yet. It's just us two over here. This is pretty nice. It is windy, still windy. This place, this whole island is windy. So, what? Like I said it before, what you gonna do about it? But first bucket shot taken. Damn, it feels good. I don't actually know how they're gonna turn out, but this is where we were, this is where we came, this is what we did. I'm just rambling here. I'm so overwhelmed at the moment. But it's about half an hour's walk back. We haven't had any breakfast. I am feeling hungry. I am dehydrated. We didn't remember to bring any water. We left in a hurry. So we're gonna head back to the hotel. It was crazy. And I got the shot that I wanted. My first bucket shot. Hey, what's up? Finally home. Definitely worth it. I highly recommend Iceland for anybody who's been thinking about going there. Just a sip here. Who's been thinking about going there and wanted to see a place like no other. I just gotta tell you that it is like it's like a whole different planet if you think about it. Well, actually, compared to Finland, every other place is a whole different planet because Finland is just a flat surface. So yeah, I did get my bucket shot. Actually came as a surprise how emotional of a situation it could be. It got pretty emotional. I was overwhelmed and pretty relieved at the same time. I just remember walking back on this rocky road. My feet were hurting, full of blisters, and I almost started crying. It must have been, well, it could have been because I was really tired. We almost ran there. At least a 45-minute trip going there, and it turned out to be under a half an hour trip when we were walking there, so we just crushed it and my legs were hurting. But I can tell you that when we were walking back, the time, I think it took over an hour to walk back because our legs hurt. Actually, well, I don't know my dad's legs, but my legs hurt a lot. But it was an emotional situation. I don't actually know. It's gonna be a while since I'm gonna get my next bucket shot, so just chill out, do some vlogs, do some videos, maybe meet some other content creators during the summer, do some collaborations, stuff like that. There's not any kind of plans going on right now, any bigger plans, but I'm really satisfied that I could get this over with and get to kind of like get to know the feeling what comes when you get your bucket shot. It's not a small task, it's big. It's a big thing for you. If somebody else just sees it as a sight, but you just don't see it as a sight, it's the sight, it's the thing you've been hunting for, sort of like, you know where it is, so it's not hunting, but you've been driving or thriving to go there for ages, and then you get there, you take the shot. It's a whole different situation. I want to tell other people that remember to write your stories. You write your own stories, nobody else writes them for you. You have to be accountable for your own life, for your own decisions, what you do. And that's the way you write your own story, your own stories. Nobody else is gonna do that for you. You just gotta go on forward. You just gotta, like I said, write your own story. Well, that got pretty deep pretty quick. But back to editing, back to getting to a new video, so see you in the next one.